Hi, I'm Brogen and you're watching One to Watch.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
This week's One to Watch is The Raid, directed by Gareth Evans. It's the follow-up to 2012's hugely successful cult hit, The Raid. This time out, the story is a lot more personal for our hero Rama. He goes undercover to uncover police corruption and collusion with the Indonesian underworld, as well as trying to find the man, the evil Bejo, who killed his brother. As anyone who has seen The Raid will expect, this is a super violent martial arts film. Our lead actor Iko Uwais is a hugely experienced and hugely talented martial arts fighter. He choreographed all of the fights for the film, and every single kick that he kicks, every single punch that he throws, you can see the strength and speed and talent of this man as he basically kicks and punches his way through the Indonesian underworld. Where The Raid 2 differs from The Raid is The Raid was a film that took place basically in one day, less than one day, within one building, where basically Rama starts at the bottom of the building and has to fight his way to the top to kill the bad guy at the top of the building, and it's just fight as he works his way up. The story of The Raid 2 is a lot more complicated. There are a lot more characters going on in there. There's a lot more motivation. And like I say, it's a much more personal story for Rama, but this is where the problem arises. We're spending so much time trying to keep track of everybody and who's double-crossed who and what's exactly going on that sometimes the story sort of collapses under its own admittedly ambitious weight. That said, the fight scenes are absolutely incredible. Unlike The Raid, they're dotted much more sporadically throughout the film, so then when a fight actually happens, it's built towards, and you know that Ram is fighting for his life here. There's some amazing cinematography going on, not least in this epic car chase that takes up much of this Indonesian city, where people are dragged behind cars, where people just fight on ridiculous manner and are thrown through car windscreens, and it's just epic, and it's so well shot and it's so well choreographed. It's easy to see the films that inspired Gareth Evans here. You've got touches of Infernal Affairs and obviously The Departed in there, but he has managed to turn it on its head as well and make it, like I say, a much more personal story. The Raid 2 is a hugely different film from The Raid. It is the film that Gareth Evans originally set out to make before scaling back his budget and scaling back the story in order to make The Raid. The thing about it is that we are so much better off having The Raid come first. It gives us such an insight into the character and it lays such amazing groundwork for The Raid 2. The Raid 2, like I say, is a very different film. It's big and it's epic and it's sprawling and it takes place over the space of years. But again, this ambition is almost to the film's detriment. The beautiful simplicity of The Raid is gone. This is a sprawling epic, and for what it is, it's a great film. But when put in comparison to the film that came before, it does suffer, and it's just not quite got that element of magic and obviously surprise that the first film had. That said, out of 10, I would give The Raid 8. It's a really decent follow-up to The Raid, and it's a really strong martial arts film. Be warned, it's hugely violent and it's hugely bloody, so if you don't like these kind of films, steer clear. Until next week, I've been Brogen, and this has been One to Watch.
Oh, 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 oh.